on 2 for aerosol monitoring.
Todd, console's with you on 2. So I know you've helped us out with the aerosol monitors payload here recently. You also were the one that deployed it for us. The item that we need today is on the BioServe power supply next to the opera monitor. What we need you to do is take the J3 switch to the OFF position, wait 20 seconds, and then power it back on, and then give me a call back, and I'll read you through some items we want to verify on the opera display.
Okay, turn the J3 switch on a power unit to OFF, wait 20 seconds, then turn it back to on ON.
And that's a good readback.
Particulate station on 2 for aerosol monitor system. Power cycle is complete.
And we copy. Thank you, Doc. We need to verify 3 items on the opera display. The first is going to be accurate GMT date and time in the upper right-hand corner with incrementing real-time measurements. Next will be 5 green check marks on the bottom left next to device status. And then lastly, there should be a micro SD card indicator on the bottom right of the display.
Okay, Hansel, I checked it, and GMT is offset by 3 minutes, but I remember it should be okay within the 5. And I saw 5 marks as well as a good SD card indication.
Great. Thank you so much, Todd. Can't confirm that 3-minute offset was expected. Thanks for confirming everything else. Sounds like that was a successful, graceful reset. We appreciate it.
Okay, good news. Thanks.
Houston Station, Johnny on 2 for AED.
Hey, Johnny. Go ahead.
Good morning, Mark. It's great to talk with you today. Wanted to let you know that serial numbers 1019 and 1020, which are the 2 spare batteries, are showing 4 green LEDs, so 100%. Step 2.4 revealed that the battery 1018, which is installed in the AED, had only 1 out of 4 bars remaining. So further, I replaced it with one of the spares, and I used spare battery 1019.
Okay, copy all, Johnny. Good talking to you as well this morning.
Thanks, Mark. See ya.
Houston Station on 2 for Stowage.
We're with you for Stowage.
We've got a Node 2, Cam 2 on and pointed up towards Dragon, so you guys are welcome aboard. And then I've got a question for you on 177.02 and the lifting strap. I just want to make sure we have the right straps.
Okay, copy. We'll route that camera and ready for your question.
Hey, there is one gray common bag labeled miscellaneous, and that was in the upper port location next to the LIO. And then the straps that are in it are just the 1-inch dark green straps. They look a lot like the straps that we strap the cargo in with, and I just want to make sure those are the lifting straps. I can put them in front of the camera if you'd like.
Checking. Can you give me the part number on those straps? We're still routing the video.
711. Wait, and I think I answered it for myself. The part number is the November 0002-110-MF, and it says Rev Echo.
Yep, that's a good strap. Thank you.
Thank you. Houston Station on to Stowtrack question 178.04.
Go ahead.
So Anne's got this in front of the Node 2 camera. My understanding is that this step wants us to take the microscope out of the foam and then wrap it in bubble wrap. Is that a good understanding, or can we just put the foam inside of the CTV? It looks fairly well wrapped right now.
Station Huntsville on 2 for Ann and Nicole. Your go to keep that microscope in the foam. No need to pull it out and rewrap.
Okay, copy that. Thank you very much. We will put it in the CTV as is.
We copy. Thank you.
And Huntsville Station, question for you on the microscope. Do you want an inventory of everything that is in here? That looks like there are a bunch of power cables and other things in ziplocs outside of the microscope.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you. Yeah.
And Huntsville Station on 2 for step 178.04. We threw the inventory in the crew comments, so you guys can take a look at that before we officially pack everything up.
And we copy. We'll take a look. Thank you. Station Huntsville on ground. Station Huntsville on space ground 2 for Ann Nicole and the Stowtrack line 178.04. We're going to have to wait a few minutes before we can see your crew comment, but we will get back with you once we have a chance to take a look.
Okay, copy. We're going to pause there because the remainder of the steps are kind of above where this needs to get stowed. We do not think that the foam as is would fit in the 4.0, but if you are okay with us being creative, we could use half of the foam to better protect that microscope and then discard the other half, or we can kind of cut up that foam. But we're going to pause there for a little bit, go get our workouts in, and we'll wait to hear on all those other items.
We copy. That sounds good. And yeah, we're just waiting on the 5 o'clock time frame for these comments to sync up with our ground tools.
Copy.
Station Huntsville on Space Ground 2 for Ann and Marvin Microscope at your convenience.
Huntsville, Station on 2, go ahead.
Okay, Ann. Well, your guys' crew comment for line 178.04 had us scratching our heads a little bit. We need to verify that the microscope you have has a barcode ending in 4950, Mike, please.
Checking. And Huntsville, that was a great call. We will swap that, and that's why we do those checks. Appreciate it.
And we copy. Thank you, Ann, for your diligence there. We were wondering if we needed to dig into the whole Marvin microscope foam box versus microscope foam box, but it sounds like you figured it out. Thanks.
We're on it. Thank you. Station on 2 for lost and found items.
Go ahead.
As I was digging in the basement of PMM, I found this white bag. It is marked with transfer on it. There's no opening to it. It's a square cube, and it feels empty inside. And I looked it up on IMS. I do have a part number and a serial number for you. I looked it up on IMS, and it is not logged at IMS. So the only label is written, part number is 760-10186-1. That's 760-10186-1. And the serial number is 22264 Whiskey Lima X-ray 07. And I'll come hold it up to the camera. And for a fun fact, it also says manufacturing date of May 2nd of 2000.
Okay, copied all of that, Ann.
And Houston, there seems to be something squishy of some sort inside of it, but I will go ahead and leave it in CTB 5463. 5463, that's our lost and found in the lab.
And it looks like that was something that was supposed to be discarded back on Cygnus 17, so you have a go to just put that in hardware trash, please.
Copy, hardware trash. Out of curiosity, do you guys know what it is?
Yeah, all we have on it is white pillow, found some years ago.
It's a piece of history. Copy, thanks.
Bet.
Crystal station for Marvin Microscope.
What do you want to do?
I have a question. Verify the barcode on that microscope. In order, the microscope fits in the foam box in the 4.0 CTB, but does not allow the other item to meet its constraint image with this side up marking on it in the CTB if it's in there. So for the step, I think it wants to take the foam off and just bubble wrap the microscope. And so I wanted to check with you to verify that, but also if this foam is going to be foam trash, it's in two pieces, and I'm wondering if it's okay to leave one piece of the foam attached to it and then put the other half of the microscope covered in bubble wrap. If that mix config is okay, or if you're going to use the foam box in the future for something, then obviously we'll leave the whole thing together.
And we copy. We're good with that suggestion. You can utilize half the foam for the packing of the microscope.
Okay, thank you. Principal station for Marvin Microscope.
Go ahead.
Hey, this is the gift that keeps on giving today. This Marvin Microscope currently has a color camera attached to it. The barcode is 002-89907 Mike, and I just want to verify you want us to leave that attached.
That's a firm man. That connected camera is expected. You should see that as well as a 50x objective lens attached to that microscope. That's all we're tracking.
Okay, perfect. I see both of those things. I'm looking at step 17803. This Marvin microscope appears to be very delicate, and outside of the foam it's pretty exposed. I certainly can do a ton of bubble wrap on it, but I wanted to just make sure that that you guys saw that if you look at that constraint image, it shows the bone densitometer locker next to the Marvin microscope. Those two objects don't physically fit side by side in the CTB. The densitometer has a constraint image or a constraint for launch load direction that limits the ways that it can be turned. And even with no bubble bag, the Marvin microscope does not fit next to the densitometer. Long word. So I'm going to do the best I can to get this packed up. I understand the Marvin microscope does not have a launch load constraint. I am going to see if perhaps I can use those empty 3.0 CTBs to put the microscope inside of it to give it some extra, but I'm a little leery of launch loads going through this because it does appear to be pretty delicate.
And we copy, Ann. Thank you for that info. We are good with your plan and trust you know what you're doing there. And when we have some more people come in, we'll verify that with them. Here shortly, our handover in about an hour and a half.
Great, and I'm just giving a picture of that Marvin microscope, and as you can see, kind of that lens just sticks out in one direction. So it was very protected in the foam. The foam does fit in the 4.0, just not next to that other object.
We copy. That's an oddly shaped microscope, and that densitometer is making things a little bit tricky in the 4.0. Thank you for the report.
Yep, and I know that Houston is also eavesdropping. I'm not sure how much we can move stowage around, but we have another 4.0 5183 that has two basically SSLs in it. Those SSLs would fit in this 5197, and then the Marvin microscope with the foam would fit into 5183. I think the hardware would be better protected that way, but I also understand we've already done a lot of weight balance, so understand if we can't swap those.
And Ann, we copy. We will look at that, but our preference is for now to keep the plan as is.
Okay, we'll keep the plan as is, and then everything's going to be buttoned up in the basement here within about 30 minutes. So it'll be tough to go back if we change our minds.
Okay, copy. And Ann, we are going to just go ahead and stick with the plan. We're not going to have time to analyze all the CG nuances here.
Okay, I assume that would be the answer. I will try to make this as robust as I can.
Ma'am?
System station on 2 for Dragon Cargo Ops, step 189.03.
Go ahead, talk. We're with you.
Okay, in that step, it says verify serial number available without removing packaging. But without removing packaging, I cannot verify serial number. However, it's handwritten on the duct tape. The serial number is 00004.
Copy, talk, and we'll go with that. That's good.
Okay, and in the notes section, it says wrapped in foam, then bubble wrapped. But I don't see any foam in it. It's just bubble wrapped. And that's one note for this step. And also, the step instructs me to wrap in bubble wrap. But I guess it's already bubble wrap, so I don't need to add any extra layer of bubble wrap. Is it correct?
Checking. It's a really helpful view, talk. We're talking.
And there are some areas exposed, so I can cover those areas with a bubble wrap. But basically, in general, it's pretty well packaged.
Copy. Talk. Why don't we go ahead and temp stow that in the airlock for now, and we will get you a final answer later today.
Copy that.
Houston Station, Johnny on 2, stow track question, step 190.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Hey, Mark. So I understand this step is gathering a 1.0 CTB and filling it with other CTBs for filler material. Just wondering, it calls out for third gens, and we do have a lot of 1.0 CTBs that are Gen 1 or Gen 2 that don't get used. Since this is filler material, wondering if we can get rid of those instead of the third gen 1.0 CTBs.
Hey, Johnny, that's a negative on that. All the mass calculations are based on the third gen, so stick with using third gen for this. Though.
Completely understand. Thanks, Mark.
System station on 2 for cargo ops, step 191.02.
Go ahead, talk.
Inside the CBE, there is one ziploc labeled as a buffer container, and it's labeled as Poker buffer container GMT 097 for SpaceX ready to return. However, the serial number doesn't match with both sides. Instead of 1060, what I have is 1059.
Okay, TOC, we're checking. Station Houston on 2 for TOC.
Go ahead, Mark.
TOC, you are correct. It should have been 1059er. 1060 is actually the one that's installed in Toka right now.
Okay, copy that. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Kuba Station of Spaceground 2 for Gem Camera Robot.
Good afternoon, Oni-san. Go ahead.
Hey, Yoshi. Gem cam number 2 is set up, so you guys can check the view.
That camera view looks good, and also we are on board to the internal port camera as well. Thank you.
With that.
And just a heads up, camera robot will be flying shortly. On Spaceground 2 for TAC, at your convenience, we'd like to clear the cables just in front of the internal camera. It's in the field of view. TAC.
This is Station Johnny on 2 for Stow Track, step 194.02.
Johnny, we're with you on 2.
Hey, sorry if I'm calling during a handover. I'm quite puzzled this step and what I found. So I'll tell you the story. I found what appears to be a Sophie heater controller. The bubble bag says it. And when I open up the bubble bag, I've got this device that does not have any kind of barcode or sticker on it, but it does have a machining stamp on it with the following characters: Bravo Tango 302 Mike Delta 10161, and the serial number is 1001. When I looked this up in IMS, this item does not exist. But everything else, the serial number matches, the barcode, or at least the machine stamp, is closed, not match. But the bubble wrap does. And I'm going to bring this to the lab cam to show you.
And we copied, Johnny. You're going to bring it to the lab cam, and I copied machining Bravo Tango 302, Mike Delta 10161, serial number 1001. And we copied it. It's not in IMS. We're checking. All right. We see the video, Johnny. For that, and we're going to look into this, okay? And thanks for the visual of the item within that bubble wrap. Clearly. Yep, and we can see the machined numbers in there as well. Thank you. Thumbs up.
Station Scuba Spaceground 2 for TAC, camera robot.
Go ahead on 2.
Yes, TAC, I just want to let you know that checkout is going well so far, and we have an additional request. We'd like to check the functionality to recognize the crew or human body. So we'd like to stand in front of the gem airlock.
Okay, copy that.
And Houston Station, Johnny on 2, one more thing. In that same locker in PMM that I was directed to, there are 3 CTBs that are called Sophie bags. There's a Sophie bag 1, 2, and 3. I looked through all 3 of them, and I did not find anything else that appears to be a Sophie heater controller, in case that helps your investigation.
And Johnny, yeah, Houston copies that. Helps. Basically, in that same locker, you checked Sophie bags 1, 2, and 3, and did not find anything that resembled a Sophie heater controller. Thank you for that data.
That's correct. And then looking at IMS, there's only 2 items in the inventory that are called Sophie heater controllers, and one appears to be installed in CIR. So I think I'm holding the only one that is not installed.
And Johnny, we copy all. We're checking.
On Spaceground 2 for TAC. Thank you very much. And we did complete the checkout. Recognize the crew human body checkout. So you are released. So no need to stay there. Thank you.
Okay. Copy that, and I'll stay here for just a little bit, and to take some pictures.
Copy that. On 2 for TAC. Just a heads up. Camera robot is approaching toward you.
Thanks for heads up.
Station Houston on Spaceground 2 for TAC at your convenience for answer to Stow Track question.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm ready to copy.
Good afternoon, TAC. So this is in regards to Dragon Cargo Ops, step 189.03. I was told that you asked if the current wrapping for the particulate filter ORU was sufficient, and just wanted to let you know that we reviewed picture. It is sufficient, and we just wanted to confirm that you placed that 4.0 CTB. That should have been serial number 5066. That you placed it in the airlock.
Yes, right now that 4.0 CTB is in the airlock, and I can add some bubble wrap the areas which was exposed. So let me do that shortly.
And we copy and concur and appreciate the extra bubble wrap on the exposed portion of that item. Thank you, Doc. Station Houston on Space Ground 2 for Johnny, and with an answer to your cargo ops question.
Johnny, go ahead.
Johnny, so Pod confirmed that there's only 2 SOFA heater controllers on board, and the PD is okay with you packing the item that you found and going ahead and completing step 194.02.
Okay, it worked. Thank you. Houston Station, Johnny on 2 for stow track step 194.07.
Johnny, Houston's with you for stow track step 194.07.
Hey, Evers, hoping you can help me out here. So I found a Ziploc bag that's called Return Ziploc Bag, and it is serial number 1601, matches the barcode for the stow track. And then if you look in the notes section, it says it contains 2 fluid sample bags with their barcodes ending in 146 Juliet and 147 Juliet. I have 2 bags, but they have different barcodes. And stand by to copy.
And we copy. It contains 2 fluid bags with different barcodes. Ready to copy.
The first fluid bag, barcode 0028 3167 Juliet. The second bag is 0028 3189 Juliet. I looked in the CTB where I found these, and I did not find anything else that appears to be fluid sample bags.
And I copied 0028 3167 Juliet and 0028 3189 Juliet, and you did not find any other fluid sample bags in the CTBs. That information we're checking.
Thanks, Evers.
Scuba station on 2 for German camera robot. Closeout is complete.
Copy that. Thank you so much. お疲れ様です。
はい、お疲れ様でした。
Station Houston on Space Ground 2 for Johnny at your convenience with answer to your stow track question.
Johnny on 2, send it.
Johnny, so we believe that we may have what we're looking for, so just need you to confirm that the bags have a label that has either lab MTL or ITCS samples. If that's the case, please stow them for the stow note.
Stand by.
And Johnny, I see that they're both lab MTL. Yep. So please go ahead and stow them for the stow note. Copy, thumbs up, and thanks for that video.
Tell Station on 2 for Rhodium.
Morning, Ann. No deltas.
No deltas, 1419, time on.
Copy.
Houston station on 2 for cargo ops, step 189.06.
Doc Houston's with you on 2 for stow track step 189.06.
I have about 10% empty space in the 4.0 CTB, and our bubble wrapped pantry is getting smaller. I don't know how much packing activity is left, but in order to save some packing materials for future activity, is it okay to fill the gap with 0.5 CTB third generation?
Checking.
Okay, Anne just told me that there is still one more foam trash big bag in PMM, so let me check with it.
And Talk, we copied that you are going to go check that basically to see if there is more bubble wrap per the note from Ann. And Talk, if that was for Houston, we copied A-OK, and we saw you using some foam to pack that remaining percent space, and we're good with that too.
Thank you.
Station Houston on Space Ground 2 for any available crew and PWD.
Johnny on 2, send it.
Johnny, this is last call for PWD before it becomes unavailable for yet a filling ops from 1550 to 1630.
Evers, I'll spread the word.
Johnny?
Houston Station, crew is good for PWD, all yours.
Houston copies, thank you, Ann.
Tell Station for PTM.
With you on 2, Ann.
Hey, Lori. The camera is set up. VCA2 if you guys wanted to come on board and check that view.
Copy. We are getting that routed, and just, the best laid plans really never work out. We did XTP that for you, but as you can see, it forgot the parameter. But, you're working with HRF Rack 1. And while you're there, while we're waiting on this to get routed, if you could give a soft power cycle to the HRF 1 laptop, you're going to need that in the second activity.
Sure, that's the HRF PC 1 here. I will give that a reboot.
Thank you, ma'am. And we see you now, Ann. That's good for you. Copy, thumbs up.
Station, Houston, on Space Ground 24. Johnny, at your convenience with a question. Houston.
Hello, Evers. Johnny here. Go ahead.
Johnny, so we saw your crew note for TOX IFM HDSDI splint activity at 0815, and wanted to confirm that you used part number Papa 212 glass cloth tape for that activity.
First, I didn't realize there was different types of cloth tape. I'm going to bring up the one that I grabbed off the handrail to the camera.
Okay, copy. We're looking. All right. That one flew by pretty quick, Johnny. Copy. I'll give you a minute. All right, I got you coming back into view. Copy 1 minute. All right, when you see it, it's coming in and out of view there. Going, keep it going. And give it one more roll there. We're looking for 212 on that. And it was upside down, so it's hard to see. Copy 1 minute.
This is Station 1 for you.
With you on 2.
Good morning. United 1463 is ready to be filled.
Copy 1463. That's a good serial number. You have a go from Houston.
And what's the offload time, please?
26 minutes.
And so I have a go. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, Evers. I was having a conversation with Ann. She was schooling me on how EVA tape becomes expired, works its way to the glass cloth area. On my right hand, I will grab glass cloth tape that says Papa 212. In my left hand, I'll grab what I used. Both seem very similar, but I don't see Papa 212 on the one in my left hand. Stand by.
Copy. Standing by. Okay, Johnny, we're seeing tape now. Does look very similar. Let's do one at a time because the camera is struggling to focus on one versus the other. Thank you. And if you could go back to where you had it, Johnny, go. Yep, right there. Bring it a little closer. We're trying to focus in on it. All right, maybe 2. That's it. That's a good one. So we're trying to determine if this is the same kind of tape. Our concern is whether it's flammable or not. All right, go back away from the camera just a little bit for focus. All right, Johnny, we're good for now. Thank you.
Okay, Ever, it sounds like you got a good visual on the Papa 12 tape, and then the EVA tape that I used that says expired.
Affirmative. We'd like for one more visual of the EVA tape. Looks like if you could basically unroll it just a little bit. No, stand by. On the inside. Yep. So on the inside of the EVA tape that you used, on the inside there's a label that says EVA tape. If you could basically pull that out so we could get a better visual of that. If it says 212, we're good. And Johnny, we saw that piece of tape that you pulled out. It said EVA tape. Still not seeing a 212, but if you could just keep that rolling for a little bit longer. Good job. Keep it going. All right, Johnny, we got what we needed. Thank you. Happy thumbs up. Johnny, we don't need any further crew action at this time. We're going to pull video from the activity 0815. We're good to go. You don't have to hang out and wait for anything from us. And apparently, in the last 5 minutes of the video from that activity, you also held up the tape for us. Check the numbers.
Station for PTM, give the remote guiders on 3 or 4.
Yep, and your remote guider, Steph, and PD Mitchell will meet you on private Space-to-Ground 4. And when you get to step 2.1, you're going to be using VCA1 for that activity.
Okay, so we're switching from VCA2 to VCA1. Copy.
They're going to be using both, Ann.
Okay, copy. Makes sense. Thanks.
Control Station, Johnny on to you for Glacier Desk Call.
Hey, Johnny, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Just letting you know that the Glacier Desk Swap is complete.
Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome.
Station on 2 for you.
With you on 2, Kirill, and if you're wondering, you have a go in step 6.1.
Go in 6.1, thank you. Station 1-2, the airway is disconnected and the valve is blocking rehydration.
And copy, thank you, Kirill. That's step 7.1 complete.
Have a nice day.
Thanks, you as well. Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for any available crew.
Hey, where's Johnny here?
Perfect, actually, you're who I was looking for. So if you could tell your crewmates, PWD is now go for use, and for you, for your EVA battery out terminal ops activity at 1635, for step 24, battery maintenance is complete, and you have a go for termination.
Okay, go for termination on the EVA battery ops. I'll let everyone know the water is back up. Thanks, servers.
Johnny?
You're sitting there, lock on 2.
You on 2, Johnny?
On step 32 of my procedure 1.670, this was a self-test. Charger 3 had a fail in 7280 alpha chips per the star block. Took me to the fault display and into procedure 1.671. And so I'm reporting I'm now at the fault display and can read you the message and confirming there are no fault LEDs.
Copy, we got you in EVA procedure 1.671 for troubleshooting, and you said no fault LEDs and ready to copy the fault messages. Correction, no fault messages.
Okay, I'll take a picture. Sorry, I stepped on you. Can you say your last?
Yeah, so I think I misspoke. I thought I heard you say that there were fault messages. We believe there should be no fault messages, but if you want to take a picture, that's appreciated.
There was a fault message, and I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'll put it on the lab SSC.
Copy, lab SSC.
Control station on 2 for ESSA.
We are with you on 2, Vapor. You are go in step 2.2, and I have 2 quick deltas for you if you're ready to copy.
We go in 2.2 and ready to copy.
All right, first one's super simple. You're going to be removing a new crystallizer from Melfi later on in your activities day. We'd like you just to temp stow the 2 Ziplocs it comes in. In case we can't get AdSet properly mated, we'll have to put that crystallizer back in Melfi using those Ziplocs.
Okay, copy. We'll keep the 2 Ziplocs until we know for sure we can get it back in.
Good words. And the second delta, we're about 4.5 minutes out from a pretty sized KULOS. We are good with you pressing through steps 1 through 5, but please hold at step 6 until we get video back. We'd like to get video confirmation of the actual crystallizer removal. Give you a ring as well when we actually get KUs locked up again.
Copy. I'll do steps 1 through 5 now, and then wait until we're ALS for step 6.
Copy all.
Houston, you're lock on 2.
You on 2?
However, the photo is on SSC 7. Do you want me to read off the message? It might be more helpful for you to view the actual error message I got.
Checking. And Johnny, Houston's back with you here. So we've seen 7280 alpha before, so you don't need to read us the message. The picture will suffice. And now that you've done that, you are go to continue your procedure, and this is the nominal procedure for EVA battery ops terminate in step 33.
Okay, so I will not perform any additional steps in 1.671 and continuing in step 33 for the nominal procedure 1.670.
Good read back. Thank you, Johnny.
And Huntsville Station on 2 real quick before the LOS. The cleanup kit that I picked up was 31616.
And we copy 31616.
Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for enabled WPA. Caution, no correction required at this time.
Copy, no action. Thanks.
Station Huntsville, Space to Ground 2 for Vapor and AdSet.
Huntsville Station with you on 2.
Vapor, about 20 seconds from another handover. We got a smaller 1-minute LOS coming up, so we're just about ready to get started. I'll let you know when we're back.
Sounds great.
Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for crew. Just want to let you know, in association with that WPA caution, we are down potable water.
And station copies, we are down potable water for now.
Station Huntsville, Space to Ground 2 for Vapor and AdSet. We're back AOS. You are good breath.
Copy that. I will step into 6.1.
6.1, following along.
Or Huntsville Station for whoever is doing ultrasound.
Go ahead, Ann.
Hey there, just wondering which channel to find our remote guiders on.
And they're going to meet you on 4.
Hey, thank you so much.
And Vapor, we see that view. We're checking it now. Vapor looks great to us. You're good to press. Copy, thumbs up.
And Huntsville Station for ADSEP for step 7 looks like is the next activity for the Melfi retrieve. Is that accurate?
Hey, firm Vapor, you're going to go grab the item from the Melfi retrieve activity and then come back and close out the remaining steps here.
After that, I'll be right back. So station on 2 for ADSEP, just confirm this is a fairly loose fit in the koozie. Is that accurate?
And Vapor, you need to push that in a little bit further. It should snap into place. Copy the click and the thumbs up.
Huntsville Station, no cracks on the crystallizer. There's quite a bit of frost, as probably expected, but I'm guessing that's okay if you can see that.
Copy all, Vapor, and that's a good config. No issues here.
Station Houston on Space Ground 2 for any available crew member.
Hi, we're joining you.
Johnny, just wanted passwords regarding these enabled cautions. So right now, GA and WPA are in shutdown states. There's no concern with oxygen levels for the next several days, and we're working to swap water ops from WPA to ISS for potable water and condensate collection. And that work should take us about an hour.
Copy all. Appreciate the SA.
Welcome.
And Vapor, we see you messing around with that cassette. Just a reminder, if that handle won't turn, it's not fully seated, and we think that that back portion on the back wall of the MWA seems to be the least seated of them all. And Vapor, see you grabbing that multi-tool. Yeah, figure 9 your procedure is a good reference on how you can use that to help get the cassette lid in place without having to put too much force on it. Essentially, if you apply the edge to the long side of the cassette, yep, see you looking at it now.
And Huntsville Station, that takes me all the way through step 11, and just confirm ADSEP 4 is going back in lab overhead 4.
Copy all, Vapor, and A-firm going back where you got it from. And Vapor, looks like you're getting ready to put things back, but just a reminder to keep that cleanup kit deployed in the MWA. On the off chance you need to perform some additional troubleshooting, we'll save you some time not having to redeploy everything.
Okay, copy that. I'm stepping into the install activity now.
Following along.
And Huntsville Station on 2, just as I'm looking through this, I've got 4. I think that's the alphanumeric number that you're looking for. The serial number is 31598.
Copy all, good config.
And Huntsville Station on 2, that slid in really nicely, so I think all the work Talk did worked out really nice.
And we concur. It looks like it went great to us, and we're give about 1 minute just to verify all the telemetry is good, but the connection seemed physically to be A-OK.
That's great news.
Station Huntsville, Space to Ground 2 for Vapor and ADSEP. Got good telemetry on the ground. Everything is A-OK. Good to press. Cheers all around.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice job for the whole team.
And thank you as well.
So Station on 2 for a startup question.
We're here.
Hey, for the restow, the cleanup kit, do you want, so technically there are 3 Ziplocs in the trash bag. It's the return bag and then the 2 that came from the Crystallizer. It looks like you guys want the return bag back in the CTB. So I'm just curious, do you want all 3 Ziplocs in that trash bag in the cleanup kit? Or should I just trash some of these Ziplocs?
Vapor, that trash bag's going to go back in the cleanup kit in case we need it for future ops, and then all that is going to be restowed.
Okay, copy. So, sorry, that tells me that we're going to keep the 3 Ziplocs inside the trash bag inside the cleanup kit. Is that what you're saying?
A firm, good understanding.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Additionally, just a quick heads up, that bubble wrap turn bag 2 that's on the MWA, if that doesn't fit in the Ziploc trash, that is also go in common trash as well.
Okay, copy that.
Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for any available crew and potable water.
Houston Station, go ahead on 2.
Hey, just wanted to let you know that potable water has been restored.
Nicely done, MCC and EPOS.
All right, so we haven't fixed WPA yet, but we have water and appreciate the kind words.
Huntsville Station, Rhodium.
Go for Rhodium.
So just letting you know, Rhodium lights off time 1720.
1720, like clockwork, Johnny. Thank you.